Hi, my name is Jaden Harloff, and this is my first empathy adventure video, and this is my attempt to sleep on the floor for a night in order to put myself in the shoes of a homeless person. Of course, it's not exactly replicating what they go through, as I am sleeping on carpet, so I have a little bit more of a cushion than, say, somebody who would be sleeping on a park bench. I also am in a temperature-controlled environment in my room, so it's definitely different to sleeping out on super cold nights or super hot nights. But this is for my Super Communicators class, and I am intrigued to see how I will wake up feeling tomorrow morning. I did read over Wyckoff's essay before I go to sleep, and my initial thought is I truly did not understand the extent to which homeless people do work just to get money and just to survive and just to eat every single day. I have never seen some of the activities that his father was doing on a day-to-day basis, and so I think I also just haven't been exposed to many homeless people just specifically from where I'm from. And so that definitely opened my eyes, especially thinking about how that could all be happening with a child and having to take care of another life as well as your own and figure out how to keep them alive and surviving. So just that in itself definitely opened my eyes to what it is like for a homeless person and how truly difficult it is for them to end that vicious cycle. So I am definitely thinking that my thoughts will be even more intense once I wake up tomorrow after sleeping on the floor, but those are my initial thoughts right now. Here is my little setup. I have my blanket, my pillow, my water bottle, my little sleeping mask that I always sleep with, and then my remote to turn off the light. Normally I sleep in the bed, but tonight we have the floor. So here we go. Okay, I've just turned off the lights, and I'm hoping that you can see me enough in this phone lighting. Initial thoughts, extremely uncomfortable. My hips are already a little bit sore. I don't know why it's doing that with the light. My hips are already a little bit sore. I can tell that I'm gonna have some neck pain tomorrow morning, and my shoulders are not gonna feel great. So I'm about to put my sleeping mask on and say goodnight. Hi. Forgive my current appearance. Ooh, that's bright. It is just after 4 in the morning, and I have slept absolutely terrible. I mean, I've been cold, my body is sore, my neck is killing me. And I mean, this has been pretty awful. I've tossed and turned all night, and I just have not been able to sleep. So I decided to give a little update, check-in. I'm gonna try to still stick it out and go back to sleep for hopefully a couple more hours. And I'll check back later this morning. Good morning. I've decided I'm just gonna wake up for the day. It's a little before 7, and I can't sleep down here any longer. Wow. I just have so many thoughts. So I'm gonna get up and fix this a little bit, and then I will break everything down. Hey, I have gotten myself up and ready for the day, and gosh, what a night. I did reread the Wyckoff essay this morning, and I mean, it resonates so much more, even with me just trying to put myself in their shoes for one night, even considering the fact that the conditions I was sleeping in were far better than the ones that they would have been sleeping in. It just really gives you a new perspective. And some of the things that I just kept thinking about throughout the night when I couldn't sleep was weather, sleeping outside, if there was rain, snow, sleet, finding a place to sleep that's dry, especially, it rains during the night a lot, so I'm sure that's difficult. And I mean, I'm sure that homeless people struggle to find a place that they can sleep if it has been raining, or if a storm is coming, or any of those sorts of weather conditions. I also was found thinking, I take for granted the fact that I have curtains, and the fact that I have a sleeping mask, and the fact that I can sleep in because I don't get the sun in my eyes. And they don't have that option. Obviously, sleeping out on the streets, you wake up when the sun wakes up. So it doesn't matter what time you go to bed. If it's bright in the morning, at least for me, I can't sleep with sun in my eyes or any sort of light in my eyes. So that puts a whole nother perspective on it as well. And the last big thing that I was thinking about is women on their menstrual cycles. I cannot imagine sleeping outside on the street during that time of the month, and just also not even thinking about sleeping, but thinking about how do they get sanitary products to care for themselves during that time. Thinking about that is just very moving and just gut-wrenching to think about. But overall, I'd say it was definitely a positive experience. As much as the sleeping sucked, it was definitely different from what I'm used to put myself in their shoes. And coming out of it on the other end, seeing homeless people, I think I've always had a, sympathy, empathy for them, but I think coming out of this, more so than ever, for sure. And just definitely keeping them in my thoughts and prayers. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me go along this ride, and I'm very grateful. I'm leaving feeling very grateful, thankful, and a little bit more empathy in my heart for sure.